I think you are able to see my screen. So today let us discuss about the payroll setups related to payroll setup. Okay. So actually earlier also we discussed some of the setups. So how to create a data group, register to data group, and how to create legal entity and business unit. So all this information. And today we are discussing again. And every time what happens is because of the instance issue, we are losing our data. So because of that, we are using the seeded data. So even though it is deleted, we are using the seeded data. Seeded data means it is Oracle has created while developing the application. It's a kind of a vision instance. We call it as a vision instance or vision data. Okay, let me go to the application. I hope that this application is working. Versus cut is 50, and let me check the pass. Sound is not coming. You are not able to hear. Satya, you have the same issue. Satya, you are able to hear me. I think we just.
Yes, Madhav.
Yeah, you are able to hear me, Satya. You are able to hear me, right? So I think Madhav, he has some sound issue. Hey, Madhav, I think so. I'm able to hear Satya. So can you please rejoin? Let me try.
Yeah, I don't see Madhav on the system.
Sorry,
Maybe.
Satya. Aman. He sent a chat message. Sound is not coming. So Satya is here. Please, Raj, rejoin. So if it is increase of the sound, I will do that. Yeah, Aman, how it is? So actually, I increased the sound volume as well. So how it is now? Aman, are you feeling the same issue? Hi, Aman. Mr. Satya, so is there any way to communicate him? So because he sent a short message.
Okay.
Sent-
To Madhav, I don't have Aman's number.
oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I see Aman joined.
Yeah, I think
Join.
he,
Yes, sir.
he joined it. Yeah, Aman, how it is?
Yeah, he's joined.
Yeah, the sound is working now.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Okay, fine. Thank you. So I'm just logging.
Aman is okay.
Yes.
Yeah, hello.
Okay.
I've just come. So let's begin.
Yeah, okay, fine. Thank you.
Okay.
So we just started. Today we are going to discuss the payroll related setups. And earlier we discussed about the how to create legal entity and how to create the business unit and data groups, all these things. And today also we are going to discuss again. That means that so we don't have our data, so that previous data, because Oracle is deleting on a weekly basis. So that's why we are using the seeded data, which is the vision data. So the seeded data is provided by Oracle while testing the application. Okay. So now, so here before going to the payroll definition, so we need, these are the main setups. We need to create a LDG, legislative data group, which we already created in the previous session. So we need to create the legal entity, and that legal entity should be the PSU, payroll statutory unit, and also we need to create the it's a kind of a tax reporting unit. That legal entity should be the tax reporting unit, and we need to create the business unit, and that business unit should be assigned to legal entity. So that's why actually I just mentioned here in a shortcut, but here it is abbreviated. So we have in a detailed way. So how to create the legislative data group and legal entity and legal information, and how to define the reporting unit, business unit. So okay. So here these are all the things. So let us continue with legislative data group.
मैंने इतने आज lunch आदि थोड़ा सा
Yeah, I am just going to set up on maintenance. So I'm going to set up on maintenance. Here offerings. So go to the HR offering, and you can select the task, manage legislative data group. So this is the manage legislative data groups. So click on that. Okay. Here you can create. So earlier we created using this one. You can create. So we can give our own data group, ANL, LDG, the same way we created earlier, and you can give the United States. But now what I can do, we are using the standard, that security data, United States, and currency and cost allocation. It's a kind of a US cost allocation, cost flex instance. So then submit. Okay. But here we are using the serial, because every time what happens is, so I had created this ANL data group, and then after some time the data is deleting. So because even though, because it is a kind of a mapping, listed data group should be mapped with the legal entity, and then legal entity should be mapped to the business unit. So once we did all the setups, and while going to transaction, if the data is really all the data is erased, then it's a problem for us, right? So that's why, so we are using the seed data. But so we will create, we will know the setups, how to do our own with our own ANL analogic group. But in the same way, so if the data is not there, we will use the seed data. Actually, US legislative data group. So that is the seeded data which is provided by Oracle while developing the application. US legislative data group in the same way. So we created we created in the same way for ANL. And let me go for the manage legal entity. So manage legal entity, we created earlier how to define the legal entity to the registered company. So now I just want to check. With, so is there any, so registered data we have so seeded data ES1 legal entity, ES2 legal entity, these two are the seeded data for the Oracle. So we can create our own. So in the earlier recordings also you can check that one. So now I am going to check whether this legal entity is a PSU or not, because so even though so we can create a legal entity, but if that legal entity is not a payroll statutory unit, so if it is not a PSU payroll statutory unit, then we can't use that legal entity for the payroll purpose. Okay, so usually so the legal entity, the registered company, that it plays main role while doing the payroll process. Now let me check that. So for that, what I can do is, so you can go to the setups, because here you can find easily. You go to the setups and click on manage legal entity. And yeah, this one is manage legal entity. And here you can select. That's why we are going to. So you can select the scope whenever we go to the setup directly. Click on select, and here you need to go for select and add. If it is a new creation, then create new and click on apply. And we already created earlier, because here we don't have that data. That's why I am using the seeded data. Before using the seeded data, US1 legal entity, US2 legal entity, these two are the Oracle seeded data. So I want to just check with whether it is a PSU or not, because all legal entities should not be the PSUs. So and we need to use PSU legal entities, payroll statutory unit enabled legal entities for our payroll process purpose. So click on apply and go to task. Let me check US1. Okay, US1 legal entity. Okay, it is there. So, okay, US1 legal entity, and click on save and close. Yeah, you can see that, right? Yes, this payroll chat entry is enabled. If it is not enabled, we need to enable it. Otherwise, you need to take the legal entity, which is a payroll statutory unit. Okay. And next one is, so let me go for the manage legal entity information, because here the legal entity should be that and the legislative data group, there should be a mapping between the legal entity and the legislative data group. For that, we need to go to this task, manage legal entity HCM information. Then we can give the we can give the mapping between legal entity to legislative data group. Yeah, this one. Okay. So now, so this is the manage event HCM information. Okay. So here click on scope. So here click on the scope. Click on the scope. Here you can see that. Okay. So legislative. So legal entity information. Okay. You need to select the legal entity. Then click on apply and go to task. Okay. So here select the payroll statutory unit, and we need to check it, so whether it is mapped or not. Because for that, so if it is not mapped, then you can go to correct, edit and correct, and here then you can see that. Okay. US legislative data group, it is assigned. So US legislative data group, it is assigned to US1 legal entity. So this is kind of a mapping. If it is not there, so we need to select it. And even if you want to go for ANL, you can select it, ANL. I think we already created ANL, right? ANL data group. Let me check it. Yeah, ANL LDGL. We just created, right? List data group. Okay. Because I don't, I'm not giving our own data groups because it will be deleted and we will face issue while creating the transaction. So now just click on submit. It's already there. We can just click on submit. That's fine. So now the and the legal entity. So it will be so for the legal entity reporting unit. So the tax should be enabled. So then only the tax. So whenever we go for the payroll process, uh, we will get the tax kind of data. So that's why. So whenever we create the legal entity, so we need to have the legal reporting unit, and for that tax should be enabled. You click on done. So let me go to the okay. So here manage legal reporting unit. Yeah, legal reporting unit HCM information. You can see that. So legal reporting unit HCM information. So this one is you need to select because here you can give the mapping. So for this one, okay. So use legal entity and legal reporting unit. Select and add. You click on apply. Yeah. Okay. So this one. Okay. So then click on save and close. Yeah. So here in this legal reporting unit, so the tax should be enabled. Tax should be enabled. And let me, there is a feature called enable tax button. Correct. Let me come back. There should be feature. So tax reporting unit. I'm not getting it. Let me create new line. Okay, we'll check later this one. So manage business unit. So we created our own business units. manage business unit. So click on here. So you can create the business unit. So click on create and you can create the business unit. We already created earlier. So you need to give the business unit. So business unit name, ANL business unit, and then you need to go for the. So you can select the location. So any kind of a location. Okay. So then you need to go for the. So this is common set. We need to give the common set. Then save and close. So this is the way. Otherwise, if we are not able to get it, then we need to search here. Go to search button. Common set, click on OK and save and close. So this is the way to create business units we already defined earlier. So now, so what we can do is I am just taking the I am just checking is there any seeded data is there for the seeded data. So seeded data we have US1, US2 business units. US1 or US2 business units. So let me check it. US1 business unit. Search it. So otherwise we can give the US1, US1 and search. Yeah, we have the US1 business unit. It is already defined. It's already defined by Oracle. So now what we can do is, so let me assign this business unit functions. So for this, because we already created, but it should be mapped. It should be mapped. So for that, this is the task. Manage business unit set assignment. Otherwise, we can go for the manage business unit business functions. Yeah, assign business unit business functions. Actually, this one, so S is not there. That's why we are not able to get it. Assign business unit business function. So click on here. Yeah. So here, so we can't go in this way. So because it's a kind of a assign. So for this setup, what we can do is, so let us go to this setup here. Click on the setup. So here we can set it. Business unit business function. No tasks associated to enable function here. Okay. Otherwise, let me check with business assign business unit. For the payroll, manage business unit, go to all the tasks. So business unit set assignment. Okay, so let me click here. and select and add, so it's already created. So now let me check the US one. Business unit. Click on OK and save and close. Yeah, this first assignment is not required because it's already there, the payroll kind of thing. Business unit, business function. Let's go for the other offering. Okay, so let me check the other offering. So assign business unit, business function. So here let me select and add, click on apply. And I want to check with the US1 business unit. The US1, then save and close. Yeah, here just I want to check with for this business unit is payroll is enabled, payroll related data is enabled or not. So you can see that. Okay, payable invoicing, billing, customer payment, servicing, customer collection. So everything is there. Okay, receiving expense, procurement, incentive, payables payment. Yeah, it is assigned. Payment related is assigned here. So next one is let me go for the manage consolidation groups. So this is one kind of a setup. So for the payrolls. Manage consolidation groups. So click on consolidation groups. So let us create a group. So here I am creating ANL consolidation group, and LDC I am taking the US legislative group. Okay, US legislative group. So I can view the ANL description of this one and save. Save it. Yeah, it is saved. It's saved. Then click on done. Okay. So next one is payroll definitions. So let me go for the payroll definitions. Click on payroll definitions. So create, and we have the LDZ because this LDZ registered data group is the main thing. So based on that only, so and the payroll will be run because LDG is assigned to legal entity is assigned to business unit, and the employee working in the business unit. Usually the employees are working. So even the employees are at a global level. So any employee for organization, so he is responsible for global level. So that means that the company can transfer the employee from one place to other place. But usually the employee used to work at business unit level only because that where the business is operating. So I'm just taking this one. Yes, list it to data group. Okay, click on continue, and here let me do the ANN. So payroll definition. And here let me do the data group because we just created ANL data ANL consolidation group, and period type. Period type just want to take the monthly. So it's a kind of a monthly calendar, and ledger. So ours is years primary ledger. So this one is, so the serial data is years primary ledger. So if you are not able to get this one, so here you need to go to the, you need to set here. You can set here years primary ledger. Years primary ledger. Yeah, this one. Okay. First period end date. So I can give the first January 31st. You can do like this. Okay, default payment methods. So if there is any kind of default method, so if you are giving by check or wire transfer, you can give it. It's not a mandatory, so you can give it. So if it is only the wire transfer, you can give it. So if it is only check, you can give it. And if it is a cash, you can give the default like that. So then click on next. The first period end date cannot be the same. The first period end date cannot be the same as before the start date of this period. The first period end date must exceed the start date. Okay. So maybe the problem is here that we have the effective date. The effective date is this one, right? So that is tabulation. Okay, so let me go to the consolidation group and we will change this one. The first period end date cannot be used same or before the start date of the period. Date must exceed the start date by a fixed one. So click on cancel. Next, let me click on create. So here, so let me take the effective as on date. So let me take from okay. So this one is US data group. I am taking US data group and continue. So here ANL payroll definition. So data group ANL, and feed is the monthly calendar, list ledger, yes, primary ledger. I think if you are not able to get, so here this is fetch criteria, yes, primary. Search it, select, click on out. So let me click it so that I can get this. First 3117. Yeah, that is the issue. Okay. So now, so here we have the offset details, because what is the cutoff date and the payroll run date, and so these are all the dates, default dates we can get it. Okay. So then click on next. These are all the payroll time periods. Okay, we have different payroll time periods. Okay, so for first period, so this one start date, end date, cutoff date, and date, earn date, payroll run date. So these are by default we are getting it. So then click on next. So here you can give the suspense account. Is not a mandatory. If you want, you can give it. So suspense account means, so for example, if there is while doing the journal entries, because any kind of a transaction, so whether it is a payment or receipt, any kind of transaction, it will go to journal ledger as a journal entry. Journal entry. So a journal entry means, so the debit and credit entry. So okay, for example, I am paying the rent. So then, so that the rent account will be debited and cash or bank account will be created. So that kind of a journal entry we will have. So if the debit and credit entries, both the entries are not equal, so then that amount will go to the suspense account. So here we can define the suspense account as well. It's a kind of a liability account. We can define suspense account. It's not a mandatory. Suspense account set. Okay. Suspense. Okay, you can go for suspense P&L. Click on OK. Then click on next. Okay. So then you can review everything. Okay. Then submit. So this is a payroll definition. You can submit it. Okay. So then let me go for the manage the elements. So we have the elements, and so I have the documents, because actually I thought to share you most of the documents and plan. So yesterday, because I had an issue and it takes full day to repair the laptop. Okay. So definitely will share you that, because the documents not a problem, and we so here elements. Okay, this is the element. So the elements are building blanks, building blocks of payroll that helps determine the payment of base pay, benefit, and absence and other kind of things. Okay, and we have the we have the payment methods based on the payment. So these are all related to the payroll. So payment methods, what type of payment methods we are doing, and payment types. Okay, so whether it is electronic or check or cash, like that, and the source, where the source is coming from, and if there is any kind of a third party. Okay, first one payment method, and then elements, so related elements. So now we are going to discuss the elements. So these elements are building blocks of payroll. So based on that, we can determine the payment of base pay and the benefits of the employees and all the other earnings. So let me go for, we'll share this document. We have so many documents like this for so actually for each concept. So we have the documents around so around 30 to 40 documents are there. So we'll share you all. Let me create manage elements. Actually, Mr. Madhav, so as per your syllabus, because ours also same only, because I had taken yours also. I think it's kind of. So global HR, payroll, options, talent, compensation, because we are discussing payroll, options, talent, compensation, benefits, report, time and labor. Okay, so I had noted down everything. Okay, so my syllabus also the same thing, but in the case of reports, you had asked some more, so I had added that one also. But we'll send you the detailed one. Okay, so now manage elements. Create, click on create. Because I am just checking that yeah. So this plus button. So it register to US register to data group. Okay, primary kind of thing. So whether it is a kind of options, standard earnings, so you can see that. So different types are there. So I'm going for the standard earnings, and it's a kind of a regular continue. Now let us define ANL, so payroll element. So I'm just giving the name like this, and input currency, so US currency only. And here what is the earliest entry date? So that's the first standing date. And what is the latest? So you can go for the last standing date. Okay, others are not required. So then click on next. Okay. So this one is by default, and click on submit. Click on submit. Because it's refreshing, it will take some time. It is checking all the data in the system. Yeah, fine. Okay, so here we have input values, all the input values. So element eligibility, so element eligibility related. If you want, you can correct. You can correct, so because it's a system, it's a kind of a you had given everything. So if you want, you can correct it now itself. Okay, otherwise just cancel it. That's fine. So here we need to create the manage salary basis, the annual salary basis of the employee. So let me check it. So because we are doing all these things, so and we will attach all these things while hiring the employee. Check it whether yeah. So manage salary basis. So you can just click on create. ANL salary basis, and this frequency is annually, and legislative data group. I'm just giving a US data group. US legislative data group. Click on OK. And payroll limit, we just defined the payroll limit now. Ours is ANL by ANL payroll. Let me set it. ANL set here. We don't get it. Okay. So let me go to the notifications. No, it's not created because it's created, but maybe it is not approved. So let me check again this element. Manage elements. And here AML element, AML set. What's the state US state data group? Accept it. Yeah, it is there. ANL payroll element is there. It is there, but we are not able to get that. So here the effective date is this one. So let me check the manage payroll basis, salary basis. Click on create. annual salary basis, frequency is annually, and ours is years, right? Years business unit related to business unit. And so here all, because I need to do this one. Why it is not? Maybe the date issue, or will submit again. It's a kind of a dependent setup. So otherwise, we check the data groups, use data groups, and also we need to use the classification, right? So we need to classification. Null set so click on edit. We have all the input values for the state, city, everything. We have the eligibility. So it is there. But let me go to the action. If it's possible, let me change the date from first or something. So that just on or off. Fine. Okay, so let me create one more element. So primary classification, it's a kind of a standard name. And regular, click on continue. And let me give the ANL. Element new. The effective date, let me take first on 7. Then last earning date, then click on next. Now let me click on next. So here we can submit. So let us check it, and if it's still issue, then I will check offline and we will get back to you. And then after that we need to, so already we created banks earlier. So I think in the previous session we created a bank, how to create a bank we have discussed. Bank related. So we discussed the bank related also. Okay. But so we'll create one more bank for our usage, and then we'll hire employee. So in the report itself, we will get the how to run the standard reports and also how to export the data, import the data, and the data conversion. So everything we will get in the report itself. Okay. So now, if you want to edit, then you can update and correct, because here everything is, so it's by default. Okay. So I just want to, yeah, thank you. So then click on done. Okay. So just now I want to check this salary basis again. Click on the salary basis. Click on create. So let me go for any kind of test because I'm not going to create it. Yes. Yes, legislative data. And this one should be, we need to get ANL. Here also ANL. Okay. Yeah, I'm not able to get this one. So we'll check it is offline. So okay, and I will get back to tomorrow. So let us continue tomorrow to create the salary basis and banks and all this stuff. And also definitely will come up this plan. Okay, so we'll send you. Okay. Yeah, sure. I will do in offline. I will complete this one. Fine. So yeah, actually, so the cutoff date so is May. So June 15th. Okay, but so let me plan. So because based on the task and based on our classes, okay, so we will do that one. Fine, thank you. Yeah, I think, do you want to discuss anything now? So we'll share the recording. So because I need to convert it, so then we'll share you the recording. Okay. Fine. But in the WebEx section, there is no conversion, so we can share, and so that is also good. But let us continue, because anyhow we are habituated with this GoToMeeting. Fine. Thank you. I hope that no issues. Okay. Can I end it and can we discuss anything? Aman, Mr. Satya and Mr. Madhav. Fine, right?
We can do the WebEx.
Yeah. So you know that. So actually, so even Madhav, Satya also, because they are experienced and they used to do in office also in the WebEx only. Most of the offices use WebEx only.